A short time in God's Word. Today, November 3rd, 2 Kings 16, Titus 2, Hosea 9, Psalms 126 to 128. We're going to spend our time in the Psalms because the more often we can be in there, the more encouraged you are to go there, and it's just good stuff. So, Psalm 126 says, "When the Lord restored the fortunes of Zion, we were like those who dreamed, that our mouth was filled with laughter, our tongue with shouts of joy, and they said among the nations, the Lord has done great things for them. The Lord has done great things for us. We are glad. Restore our fortunes, O Lord, like streams in the Negev. Those who sow in tears shall reap with shouts of joy. He goes out weeping, bearing the seed for sowing, shall come home with shouts of joy, bringing his sheaves with him." Asking God to restore that which has been taken away. And how great God is, that he has done great things for us. What a great song. Chapter 127, "Unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the watchman stays awake in vain. It's in vain that you rise up early and go late to rest, eating the bread of anxious toil, for he gives to his beloved sleep. Behold, children are a heritage from the Lord, the fruit of the womb a reward, like arrows in the hand of a warrior are the children of one's youth. Blessed is the man who fills his quiver with them, he shall not be put to shame when he speaks with his enemies in the gate." Let's just read 128, and then we'll come back and make a few comments. "Blessed is everyone who fears the Lord, who walks in his way. You shall eat the fruit of the labor of your hands. You shall be blessed, it shall be well with you. Your wife will be like a fruitful vine within your house. Your children will be like olive shoots around your table. Behold, thus shall the man be blessed who fears the Lord. The Lord bless you from Zion. May you see the prosperity of Jerusalem all the days of your life. May you see your children's children. Peace be upon Israel." So that psalm is about having the proper perspective, proper fear of the Lord, reverence for him, and watching the blessings unfold in your life. And what a great thing that would be to see your children's children. Yeah. 127, "Unless the Lord builds its house, those who build it labor in vain." And I think there's lots of application for this, personally in our own homes. The Lord has to be first. Before a spouse, before a child, the Lord is first. And we look to him to build, to bless. It's true for the church. Sometimes the church goes along and seemingly God's not invited. Well, unless the Lord builds its house, it's built in vain. And so when it comes to our church, Calvary Chapel Port Angeles, God's got to do that. He's got to be the one working and drawing people to himself. We're just the workers in the field. Watch and see what he's going to do. What a great thing. This chapter 127 also talks about children as being a heritage from the Lord, and how blessed is the man who fills his quiver with them. And, children are like arrows in the hand of a warrior, the children of one's youth. Why arrows? Well, because eventually we got to pull back and let go. It's kind of how it's supposed to work, right? We train them up in the ways of the Lord, and at some point they let go and release that arrow. Confident that they've been trained up, confident that they are on the right track because they're loving the Lord, they're following him. It's not always easy, but it's always good to walk in the ways of the Lord and in his precepts and in his laws, and then watch and see how that works out in our everyday life. The Bible is very practical. It's not just a theoretical book that we have on the shelf for emergencies, but it's for everyday life. And raising children is definitely part of that. We need God and his word in our lives to help us make decisions, to give us wisdom and insight in how to demonstrate love and mercy to our kids so that they grow up ready to go out with the love and the strength of God in them, demonstrating love and grace and mercy to others as well. Till next time, keep growing little by little.